East Rutherford, New Jersey, AP, Antonio Brown was apparently frustrated and angry. So he walked away. From the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And possibly his NFL career. The mercurial wide receiver was kicked off the Buccaneers after a bizarre, shirtless exit from the field before Tom Brady coolly led the Bucs on a 93-yard drive in the final minutes for a 28-24 victory over the New York Jets on Sunday. Coach Bruce Arians said after the game Brown was off the team. "He is no longer a Buc," Arians said. "All right? That's the end of the story. Let's talk about the guys who went out there and won the game." Brown's mid-game meltdown came late in the third quarter with Tampa Bay trailing 24-10. He appeared animated while talking to Mike Evans, who tried to calm his teammate. But Brown stripped off his pads, jersey, gloves and t-shirt, tossing the gloves and t-shirt into the stands, and then walked bare-chested down the sideline and into the end zone. He then waved to fans as jogged through the end zone and into the tunnel at MetLife Stadium. It appeared to be a show of frustration by Brown, who had 3 catches for 26 yards. "I'm not talking about it," Arians said. "He's not part of the Bucs." Brown was suspended last month for 3 games for violating the league's COVID-19 protocols. He also has a history of personal conduct issues and bizarre behavior. "It's a difficult situation," Brady said. "Everybody should do what they can to help him in ways that he really needs it. We all love him. We care about him deeply. We want to see him be at his best. Unfortunately, it won't be with our team." I think everyone should be very compassionate and empathetic towards some very difficult things that are happening. Brady connected with Cameron Brate for a touchdown on 4th and goal from the 4 shortly after Brown's exit, and the QB finished the Bucs rally with a 33-yard touchdown pass to Cyril Grayson with 15 seconds left. The Bucs stuffed Jets QB Zach Wilson on 4th and 2 at the 7 for no gain with New York trying to seal the victory. New York coach Robert Saleh said the play should have been a reverse to wide receiver Braxton Berrios, but Wilson had the option to sneak it based on the look. "We did a very poor job of communicating that," Saleh said, adding that it just makes you sick because a handoff to Berrios would have likely been a first down. Instead, it gave Brady and the Bucs the ball back with 2:12 left. And that was more than enough time. Brady marched the Buccaneers, 12-4, down the field on 9 plays, zipping a pass to Grayson, who was elevated from the practice squad, for the go-ahead score. It was Brady's 3rd TD pass of the game and 40th of the season, joining him with Drew Brees as the only players to throw for 40 touchdowns in consecutive seasons. He finished 34 of 50 for 410 yards, the 3 TDs and an interception for Tampa Bay, which had Arians back after he tested positive for the coronavirus earlier in the week. Le'Veon Bell ran in the 2-point conversion against his former team, forcing New York to need a touchdown. But the Jets, 4-12, ran out of time. "We've been in some crazy situations before," Arians said, "but this was a very special one to come back and win that game." The game featured the largest age gap between starting quarterbacks since at least 1950, with the 22-year-old Wilson facing the 44-year-old Brady. The Jets took a 2-touchdown lead on Ty Johnson's 1-yard run that capped their opening drive of the second half. After Brown's exit and Brady's TD to Brate, Ryan Succop kicked a 27-yard field goal to cut New York's lead to 24-20 with 7:36 left. "It's unfortunate that we're going to be talking about the last sequence of events there," Saleh said, "but I thought our guys were outstanding today. They deserved better." Jets fly early. New York took a 7-0 lead on a razzle-dazzle play to cap an impressive opening drive. Running back Michael Carter lined up in the Wildcat, with Wilson behind the right guard, took the direct snap and flipped it to Berrios, who went in untouched. Carter had a 55-yard run early in the drive to get the Jets to the Buccaneers' 12. Brady and the Bucs marched right down the field on their opening possession with Evans, back after missing last week's game with a hamstring issue and spending time on the COVID-19 list this week, catching a 4-yard touchdown pass to tie it at 7. Wilson, who was 19 of 33 for 234 yards and a TD, answered right back with a 9-yard TD pass to Berrios for a 14-7 lead. It was a costly 13-play, 74-yard drive for the Jets, though, as both Carter, concussion, and left tackle George Fant, left knee, were injured and didn't return. A 39-yarder by Succop made it 14-10. Brandon Echols intercepted Brady on Tampa Bay's last possession of the first half and returned it 30 yards to the Jets' 48. New York turned it into points on Eddie Pinheiro's 51-yard field goal with 1 second left. More history. Brady, who improved to 31-8 against the Jets, also tied Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers as the only players with 3 seasons of 40 or more TD passes. Injuries. Buccaneers, Air Bay Ronald Jones, ankle, and DB Rashard Robinson, groin, didn't come back after leaving in the second half. Jets, in addition to Carter and Fant, Jaden Brown left in the second quarter with a hip injury and didn't return. Up next. Buccaneers finish the regular season by hosting the Carolina Panthers next Sunday. Jets wrap up their season at Buffalo next Sunday against the AFC East rival Bills.